From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, good morning, everyone. If you happen to know a loved one, say an elderly loved one, say it's a grandmother or a grandfather, grandparents, parents, a neighbor, and you want to make sure that they can get the help that they need at shiningcare.org, do me a favor. If you have a loved one, it could be anyone, right? You can share the love. Send them a Share the Lovegram, and the money goes to shiningcare.org, and they are able to help the seniors and give them the help that they need, especially during times when, we've got a lot of that inclement weather, flooding, extreme cold, extreme heat, fires, the works. So go to shiningcare.org and share the love. All right, here's the deal. We've got drier and warmer conditions here for the rest of the week. We got the possibility for some coastal and mountain showers this weekend into next week. The valley, maybe as well. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, and it looks like some more spring-like weather, especially towards the middle and latter part of next week. Here is your Krueger's Quick Cast for your Thursday, February 20th. The storm system that impacted us yesterday, that has moved well off to our east. It's a thing of the past. Now we have the next storm system off to our west. This, really what I'm watching is this right here. This is the next atmospheric river. Yes, it's an atmospheric river that'll be impacting our weather this weekend. That chance for showers I was talking about here, right? So we got that north wind here today for the valley, a bit on the breezy side with those north winds. Otherwise, the wind's not that bad. Maybe a little breezy out along the coast as we would typically see. The winds start to subside here this afternoon and evening. I do expect those calmer winds here for your Friday. All right, so looking at futurecast, maybe some low clouds, some fog for some of those mountain and inland valleys here. But then progressing through the day today, a lot of that fog will burn off. We'll see a couple of passing high clouds, but otherwise, mainly sunny skies here for today, making for a gorgeous Thursday. If you're heading out to the ski park, they got some new snow. Yeah, about 5 inches. Remember, it was the Futurecast had predicted up about 6 inches or more of snow, and we got about 5 inches of fresh new snow out at the Mount Shasta Ski Park. The summit depth now is out at 106 inches. We've got groomed, and yes, as the kids like to say, fresh pow, right, for them to go out and enjoy it. It looks like the roads are clear as well, although I will say this, after yesterday's snow, I'd be willing to guess that the Mount Shasta Ski Park highway between 89 and the ski park may have some packed snow and some icy conditions there as well. Speaking of road conditions, it looks like, again, all clear on I-5 and 89, but you can see that there are some chain requirements still on Cedar Pass and just to the south of that on Highway 395. In fact, take a look at those road conditions. You can see it. Hatchet Mountain looks okay. It looks like a little bit of mist and fog out towards Shingletown, but there it is. There's Cedar Pass. No, that's not Shingletown. That's the Four Corners, excuse me. That's the fog that we're seeing. But Cedar Pass, yes, you can kind of see some of the patchy ice that we have out on Cedar Pass this morning. All right, so for today, you got mainly sunny skies in the valley. Temperatures mid-60s, gorgeous day. A little breezy though, those north winds. Temperatures in the 40s for the higher elevations. Trinity County mid-50s, upper 50s inland. And it looks like those temperatures for the coast are going to be in the mid-50s. Here's your 7-day outlook. Now, if you look closely, look at that. Are those raindrops? Yeah, there's that possibility, that part, especially the north end of the valley, even down as far south as Red Bluff. I think slimmer chances, though, for Chico. We'll talk about that in a bit more detail in your deeper dive forecast. There's a look at the coast. That looks pretty ominous. Is it going to be just like rain, rain, rain? Not necessarily. It's not going to be a ton of rain, but certainly looking at that chance for rain, and even out towards places like Trinity County, too. You'll see, I mean, it just depends on where you are, the chances. Most of it, I'm going to say this, most of anything we see over the weekend, even early next week, will be to the north and west of the valley. Everyone else has those slimmer chances here. All right, that is a look at Krueger's Quick Cast. Did you know that there's a 24-hour streaming channel that you can watch from your big screen TV? Research has shown that most people watch YouTube on their big screen TV. Why not watch the weather forecast on your big screen TV? Go to your YouTube app on your smart TV, and it could be from any device. The TV itself, Apple TV, Roku, Fire Stick, Chromecast, whatever, right? Apple TV will most likely be there. All you got to do is search for Weather NorCal, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. You can watch the 24-hour channel, and the cool thing about YouTube, it's all on demand. So you can watch this video forecast you're watching right here, if you're not already, on your big screen TV. And you can also access the free app on Roku and Fire Stick from those devices. It's free, and you can watch the 24-hour streaming channel from there. All right, so check it out. All right, so here you go. So this is the storm system, still producing some snow. Looks like for Salt Lake City. That's moved off to the east, though. We've got clearing skies. This right here is the atmospheric river. Looks pretty close. It's going to take some time getting here, though. And you can, again, clearly see that nice stream of moisture that is heading our way. So when we take a look at that, the oranges and yellows, that's where you have some really moist air, even the greens in there as well. We're nowhere near that just yet, but that will be changing here as we take you through time. So this atmospheric river is going to take its time getting here. You'll see that next push coming on in. So by Saturday, I mean, the center of it is aimed right at the north coast, Del Norte, northern Humboldt, and then it kind of spreads north and southward with that available moisture out there. So that's going to be a chance for some more rain coming in on Saturday. Now, look what happens. You see how it kind of tilts a little bit more to the north. So the atmospheric river on Sunday is mainly going to be pointed to our neighbors to the north. Now, there is some leftover moisture that we'll be able to tap into, so some areas on Sunday, a chance for some showers here. Okay, then we go into your Monday. You see the area of low pressure right here. Now, we're really starting to get cut off from that main flow of moisture. However, it's still there. And that's why I think on Monday night into Tuesday, as that low pressure shifts off to the east, there could be some lingering showers. But then after that, we don't have any more atmospheric rivers, and we're looking at drier and warmer conditions. So looking at the forecast here, no atmospheric rivers for Thursday, Friday, but there it is. There's that spike on Saturday. Now, it's not quite reaching the atmospheric river 2 category. Once you start getting into atmospheric river 2 or 3, you've got to at least talk about the potential for flooding, but that's not the case with AR1. It's just beneficial rainfall for many areas. So you'll see that here for Saturday. It kind of dips down Sunday into Monday, then Monday night into Tuesday. Looks like another little spike there, but even weaker. And then it drops off by the time you go to Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday. So that's kind of a look at the strength of the atmospheric river. It's not strong. See, the thing is, in the past, a couple years ago, the term atmospheric river was doom and gloom. But now we're beginning to learn that this is a forecasting tool. And that allows us to see what the available source of moisture is with the storm systems that are coming in. And if it's a warm subtropical air mass, then typically your snow level is going to be a bit higher. How long is that atmospheric river going to stick around? The works, right? Is it going to be just a classic storm? All these things that we take into account. All right, so here is a look at the long range. We're going to start with that before we go into the shorter range. So here you can see there's Friday night. There's actually going to be a weak system that may clip to the north. Places like Del Norte, northern Siskiyou County, even northern Humboldt County, northern Modoc County, could see a chance for a stray shower late Friday night, early Saturday morning. That cold front weakens. The next one very quickly approaches. By Saturday afternoon, we see it on the coast. You see that? You see how it's mainly to the north and west of the valley here Saturday. Okay, that cold front kind of weakens. We see the next one approach on Sunday. So there's Sunday. You see how it's on the coast? In the mountains, we got that typical horseshoe pattern, so we aren't going to see as much, if anything, for the valley as far as the rain is concerned on Sunday. But yeah, everyone else could certainly see that potential. And then you can see this is the system coming up on Monday. Now, the area of low pressure itself is to our north and west, but this is going to potentially bring us some rain Monday night into Tuesday. See that? There's Tuesday morning at 3 a.m., this little dip in the jet stream, that's what we call a trough. That's helped us destabilize the atmosphere. And with the available moisture that we have, it could certainly squeeze out some showers for some of the higher elevations. That then quickly moves out Tuesday. So Tuesday, for the most part, will be dry. It's just early Tuesday morning. And then high pressure settles in. We got this big ridge of high pressure, but look at this. This actually will kind of push down to our south and east and does not at this point look to impact us. But we are looking out over a week at this point. So a lot can happen between now and then, but it does look like drier and warmer conditions here for the middle and latter part of next week. All right, let's bring it in here for the next just couple of days, really kind of give you an idea here. All right, so again, we're seeing some of the low clouds, some fog in some of those low-lying areas, mountain valleys, inland valleys, right? But overall, we're expecting sunny skies here for most of us throughout the day today. Some of the fog along Humboldt Bay working its way southward into Highway 101. Some high clouds filtering through the day on Friday, but still dry. Here's midday Friday. Now again, this is that system I was talking about. It pretty much fizzles out. If you see a sprinkle or two for Friday afternoon for the north coast, there it is, just clipping the north. Del Norte, Siskiyou, even parts of Modoc County. May see some of that Friday night as well. And then it's out of here by Saturday morning. But look at this. We go into Saturday around midday. The rain's not here just yet. And then there it is by Saturday night. So you see how it's to the north and west of the valley. Now, as this progresses eastward, this could potentially clip the north end of the valley, maybe even Redding and Red Bluff, and of course everybody else seeing that potential. This is that warm source of air. This is that atmospheric river. So snow levels will probably be about 5, even 6,000 feet. So rain through Friday, of course, anything that we're going to see is mainly going to be here, right? Because that's where that rain is kind of falling. But you can see, I mean, already, just with that first little push, already over a ½ an inch out towards Del Norte County. That certainly is no big surprise there. Now, again, we're talking about all this rain coming in the weekend, even early next week, but in the long range beyond that, it does look like it will be drier than normal. And we're beginning to see the lake levels. You see this? We're at 78%. Not over a foot anymore. Now it's about a ½ a foot out towards Lake Shasta and the drop that we're seeing there. A little bit of a drop for Trinity and a little bit of an increase for Oroville. So overall, we're starting to see these just kind of level off. Now we're not seeing as much of a drastic change, especially with the releases that we've seen the last couple of weeks. The winds, let's talk about the winds because it may be a bit breezy from the north for the valley. We're talking 15, 20, 25 mile an hour gusts possibly. So you will notice those winds here throughout the day today. They'll subside this afternoon, later on this evening really, and then much calmer as we go into Friday. And then you can see Saturday with the approaching storm system, those winds may begin to pick up, central Siskiyou County, some of the typical spots, right, even along the coast, seeing some gusty winds here as we go into your Saturday. Hey, by the way, just again, a reminder, so far, the month of February, for the most part, at least in Redding, has been below normal. For the most part. I mean, you can see it was near normal for these areas that are shaded in gray. But you get the idea. It's been a fairly cool month so far. And this is something we've been talking about with the above average temperatures making their way back into the forecast probably by the middle and latter part of next week. We've got warmer than normal conditions, not only for us, but I mean, pretty much the entire western United States. In fact, we look at that 10-day trend. We're kind of pushing back more and more each day. It seems like those 70-degree readings I was talking about earlier, maybe around the weekend, around Monday, Tuesday, but now it looks like it's more like the middle of next week. We've got to get past that atmospheric river before we can start to see those temperatures bump up as that high pressure begins to kind of settle back in. All right, taking a look at those wave heights. They're not going to be too bad today. In fact, they're getting lower today, and that's why the small craft advisory has been allowed to expire. But as we go into Saturday, we'll probably start to see those increase even more, and we'll probably see some more small craft advisories out there. But today, yeah, north winds at about 10 to 15 knots. And no advisories here for this afternoon. All right, so here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures, mid to upper 50s. Kind of a lot to unpack with each region with the 7 days, so I'll kind of briefly go over it. Saturday, if you don't see raindrops, that means there's a slight chance, but most of it I think will be Sunday, and then Monday night to Tuesday for Trinity County. Now, for the north coast to the south, here you can see for the coast, here, chances for rain each day, even into Tuesday morning. This is not going to be a washout, folks. You'll see off and on chances for rain, but the chances for rain are there Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the coast. Okay, now for the inland areas, same situation. It's like places like Gasquet, Hoopa, Willow Creek, for example. You've got a chance for off and on rain throughout the weekend, Monday, and even into Tuesday morning. Now for Siskiyou County, I've got that chance in there Saturday, but it's slim. I don't even have raindrops coming from there, but if you see anything, maybe high snow levels. Better chances Sunday. I think another chance on Monday, and then maybe going into Tuesday morning. Modoc County, all right, Saturday I think it'll be dry. I don't think you're going to see anything Saturday. Sunday, okay, maybe some activity. Maybe something on Monday, but really Monday night to Tuesday. Eastern Mountains, kind of the same situation here. Saturday, I think it'll be dry. Sunday, and then Monday night to Tuesday, a chance for some more of those showers. And for the valley, not to the south, say Corning southward, I don't have a drop of rain for you at all. I think if we see any rain here for the valley, it'll be mainly for Red Bluff northward. And even then, it won't be all that impressive or significant. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook for Chico. And temperatures in the mid to upper 60s over the weekend, upper 60s Monday, Tuesday. Finally able to kind of get out that 70-degree reading here from Mother Nature by Wednesday. 65 degrees for a high today in Reading as we look at our Valley neighborhood forecast at north, brought to you by Walgamuth Painting, by the way. There, of course, yeah, there it is by Sunday. Maybe that chance for showers. There it is. All right, so let's take a look at the 7-day forecast for Reading. It'll be mainly dry on Saturday night into Sunday, maybe a shower. Most of it, though, will be in the mountains and on the coast. And then I do expect maybe something going in on Monday that could linger into Tuesday morning, but drier and warmer, especially by the middle of next week. That's your morning update. I'll be back again at noon. Until then, have yourselves a great morning.
Caltrans is doing the best that they can with the amount of people and the amount of equipment they have, and they're out there trying to keep the roads safe and trying to keep everybody running, because if the roads shut down, truck drivers that are paid by the miles aren't making any money. So we want everybody to put chains on for the safety of themselves and the safety of the public. It's not worth it to drive without chains.